Welcome back to Aaron's Daily Thoughts. Today's subject is never stop learning. The harder you work, the easier life becomes. The best way to be able to learn, the best way to keep moving forward is through failure. Now, this might be hard to accept for a lot of people. I've definitely seen in my own life that the more I fail, the more it's hard to see the benefit of that. It's so hard to be able to fail and then move forward from that. It's so hard to use failure to push yourself forward. We always think, when I fail, I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep going. But then you get in the moment, and the emotions that are there are so powerful that it is so hard to see it with a bigger perspective. It's so hard to step back and see your life in the long term. See how this experience, this moment where you are right now, will affect you in the long term. I heard somebody said once, I think it was a scientist or something, a study found that when it is a battle between our rational brain and our emotions, so basically like our logical side of the brain and our emotions will always win, no matter what. Because we are emotional beings. We feel emotion. The way we live our lives, the things that make life exciting are feeling emotions. It's the highs and lows of life. We won't fully appreciate the highs unless we have lows. And it's hard to see that when you're in a low point. When you're at rock bottom, it is so hard to see how this could benefit you in a positive way. But I encourage you to constantly think about ways you can use failure to push yourself forward. Actually look for failure. Seek for ways that you can get outside of your comfort zone so you can fail. And by looking for failure, you're automatically accepting it and you're using it to push yourself forward. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Never stop learning. No matter how old you are, it is never too late to keep growing, to keep changing, to keep learning, to keep improving your life. We will never be perfect, but we can get pretty close by simply moving forward each and every day. Never stop learning. Keep finding new ways to improve everything you can in your life. Now, don't feel overwhelmed. Take life one step at a time. That is so important. That is something I've been working on in my own life. I've realized that when I start a goal and then that gets me excited, and then I do everything I can to work towards that goal, and then I start another goal, and that gets me excited, and I keep working towards each and every goal, and most of the time, it's either a goal that's too big for me at that moment, or it takes too long for me, that the motivation just decreases. It just fades away, and then eventually I don't actually end up achieving those goals because I take on too much at once. Because I didn't have a step-by-step plan, I lost the motivation. And even giving myself a deadline didn't help, just simply because they were all goals that I really didn't know how to get there. Now, the how doesn't necessarily matter, but they were such big goals, I just felt overwhelmed. So allow yourself to take life one step at a time. Create smaller goals that are easily achieved so that way you can keep up the motivation for the big goals. Break the big goals into smaller goals. So that way, every time you reach a small success, you can say, all right, I'm improving, I'm on my way. Never stop learning. Keep moving forward. And I promise you, you will be able to become the person that you have always wanted to be. That's all I have for today. See ya.